How do you do Ladakh under 15,000 rupees? Well, I'll go ahead and guide you through right now. There are several different factors that you need to actually consider over here. One is your accommodation, how much it's going to cost you. Two, how much you're going to spend on your food and beverages. Three, how much are you going to spend on your fuel. So these are the three things that we are going to talk today and let you know exactly how much it's actually going to cost you if in case you're going on a budget. Let's consider the fact that you are taking the route number 2, that is the shortest distance between Delhi to Leh. Now, if you are doing Delhi to Leh, the shortest distance is approximately 1010 kilometers in total. It is through Manali, going towards Keelong, from Keelong to Sarchu, Sarchu to Pang, and then Upshi and Leh. So basically you're doing it, the entire distance is going to be 1010 kilometers to be precise. So here the bike actually comes into the picture. How much mileage does your bike give? So considering today's generation of bikes, if in case you're taking a 150 or a 200cc bike all the way to Leh and coming back, which is very much possible, it will give you a mileage of approximately 45 kilometers per liter, and the mileage factor really does count at the end. So let's consider you're taking a bike which is 150 to 200cc, somewhere between that, and it is giving you a mileage of approximately 45 kilometers per liter. So let's start calculating through. And taking a bike which is giving you 45 kilometers per liter is not just one part. Rather, if in case you already have another rider along with you or a pillion, that really reduces the cost level altogether. In case you have a pillion with you, in that case your fuel cost is slashed to half. And in case you have a rider along with you with another bike, in that case your accommodation is cut to half. So consider these factors as well. So once you leave Delhi, you are reaching Manali on day 1. So basically in Manali the accommodation will cost you approximately 600 to 800 rupees. However, you have to really bargain over there, and there are quite a few factors involved over here. If in case you're going to Manali directly and staying over there, it might cost you a lot more than 1000 rupees. If in case you're trying to pick up a place wherein it is between Kullu and Manali, you can actually go ahead and bargain and get it down to even close to 600 rupees if possible. I have done that, so basically you can also do it. So consider the fact that you are actually going ahead and getting a room for somewhere around about 600 rupees. This is going to be a very decent room and you're not really going to sacrifice much. You'll not have internet facility or a free breakfast and stuff like that. But then these are the luxuries and comforts that you need to sacrifice in order to save money. So here you're spending around about 600 rupees in near Manali on day 1. Day 2, you're going to go ahead and cross Keelong, and you might probably be reaching Sarchu or Pang. So once you are in Sarchu and Pang, you can actually go ahead and approach the camps and tents over there, wherein you don't really have a proper structure, a proper hotel or a resort or anything as such. So here you have lots of camps and tents across between Sarchu and Pang. So here you can bargain and get a bed for somewhere around about 200 to 250 rupees. Considering the fact that they might actually go ahead and provide you another small tent. With that, it will cost you roughly around about 500 rupees, and if you split it by 2, it's going to be approximately 250 rupees. Day 3. So here you're going to reach Leh on day 3, and in Leh you have a huge variety of hotels and accommodations. Basically you have resorts, you have 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels, 3-star hotels and stuff like that. So since you're traveling in a budget, you will easily get an accommodation for as low as 300 rupees a room, and you can actually split it between your partner, your rider or your pillion or whoever it is, and it is going to cost you approximately 150 rupees. However, let's not go down that level. Rather, I would suggest if you can take a room which is going to cost you not more than 600 rupees, wherein the tariff would show around about 1200 rupees. You have to actually bargain over there, and since you're going to stay there for quite a few days, you're going to bargain, and this bargaining skill really comes into the picture over here. You have to go ahead and get the price below 600 rupees. If in case you're successful enough in doing so, you will easily get a room for approximately 600 rupees, and split it by half. That means your entire cost is approximately 300 rupees rather. So day 3 you're going to be in Leh, day 4 you're going to be in Leh, and you're going to go around Leh and stuff like that. Once you have spent around about one entire day in Leh in order to acclimatize your body, I will be actually making another topic on with regards to how do you acclimatize your body and stuff like that in a higher altitude scenarios. So considering the fact that you are actually staying there one entire day doing nothing at all, or probably you are doing a little bit of shopping, and you can actually go ahead and do that. You are spending close to 600 rupees in the room in accommodations, and let's say that you're not spending anything in shopping or anything as such. In that case, the cost factor really matters. Day number 5, here you're going to go to Diskit via Khardungla Pass and all these places. So here, if in case you're staying in Diskit is not going to cost you more than 800 rupees. Rather, if you bargain well enough, you will easily get an accommodation for somewhere around about close to 450. But let's keep it in the middle. It's not going to cost you more than 600 rupees regardless of the factor if you are bargaining or not, because end of the day they don't want to lose their customers, and they will go ahead and give you the best possible rate even in Diskit, Hundar or any other place between. And 600 rupees is pretty good enough if you ask me. Either you can leave Diskit and come down to Leh again, or else you can actually go ahead and go towards Pagonso Lake. All the way from Diskit there is a route that you can actually take to Pangong Lake, and in Pangong you can actually take a tent for somewhere roughly around about 600 rupees again. So the entire journey you're not spending more than 600 rupees anywhere in terms of accommodation. So you are actually saving a lot of money. If in case you have another partner along with you, if in case it's a pillion, then even better, wherein it's going to be a lot of discomfort for both of you, because you have to carry a lot of luggage and stuff like that. So I would not really recommend taking a pillion along with you. Always take another rider on another bike rather than actually taking a pillion along on the same bike with barely any space for luggage and stuff like that. And unless and otherwise you're riding adventure bikes like Tiger or African Twin or a BMW or something like that, unless and otherwise you are taking such kind of bikes, your pillion also will be very uncomfortable. Even you will be also uncomfortable. So forget about that entire scenario. However, if in case you are in a budget, you can actually go ahead and do this as well. This is all about accommodation. So basically, as I told you, you're not going to spend more than 600 rupees at any given point of time. And considering the fact that you're spending up close to around about 2 weeks in the entire trip, you're spending close to 7,800 rupees or 8,000 rupees in total in terms of accommodation alone. And if in case you have another person along with you, you are splitting that money, so you are spending around about 4,000 rupees rather than 8,000 rupees. So this is one part of it. The other part is your food and your water and stuff like that. So beverages and food and everything is not going to cost you more than 500 rupees, because on the way, even chai pani and stuff like that, you are not really spending much. Say breakfast, lunch and dinner, since you are actually riding all the way and you are on the highway, you are most likely to stop at a dhaba, which is not going to cost you more than 50 or 60 rupees for a meal. And considering everything, you're not going to spend more than 500 rupees a day on food. Having said that, since it's going to be a 14-day trip, you're going to spend approximately close to 500 rupees a day. Let's divide that and add that entire thing up. You're going to spend close to approximately 7,000 rupees on food and water. Both food and accommodation, when you combine both of them together, it's going to cost you close to around about roughly 15,000 rupees. However, if in case you have another rider along with you and or a pillion along with you, then the accommodation actually cuts into half. So you're not really spending much over here. Rather, you're just spending close to around about 11,000 rupees in food and accommodation. Now, what is left over here is your fuel cost. Now, say you have a bike which is actually giving you a mileage of approximately 45 kilometers per liter, which is 90% of the times all the bikes that are actually going on the highway usually will give you more than what is the company specified mileage. So here you can expect your bike to give approximately close to 45 kilometers per liter. And in case not, then I'm going to go ahead and write it down on an Excel sheet and post the link below, so that you can actually go ahead and have a look and see how much is it going to cost your bike altogether, the fuel costs and stuff like that. So it's going to be clean and simple, considering the fact that your bike gives approximately 45 kilometers per liter. How much are you going to spend on fuel? So the total distance is approximately close to 2500 kilometers, provided that you are actually roaming around you're going to Pagonso and stuff like that. So considering all of that distance that you are covered, it comes close to 2500 kilometers. And for 2500 kilometers, if your bike is giving 45 kilometers per liter, then your bike requires close to 55-56 liters of petrol. You can go ahead and do the math. 55 or 56 liters of fuel into 70 rupees per liter. That is going to cost you close to approximately 3900 rupees. So that is the real amount that you're actually spending. So I will be going ahead and writing everything in the description below, so you can have a look and see where you can actually go ahead and save your money. And in terms of where to stay and stuff like that, see, since I have never made a video where I went to Leh, I can't really show you all those details. So this time when I'm actually doing the trip, I'm going to show you every single hotel that comes into the picture and how much it's going to cost over there and how much you can actually bargain. I'm going to record the entire thing rather, so that you know exactly how do you actually save money. And everything is possible. So if I'm saying that you can actually do this entire trip within 15,000 rupees, you can actually do this entire trip within 15,000 rupees regardless of the situation over here. So you're not spending more than 200 rupees on your fuel per day, and you're not spending more than 300 rupees on your accommodation if in case you're splitting it, and you're not spending more than 500 rupees a day on your food and water and everything. Then you're spending basically 1000 rupees a day. So 1000 rupees a day into 14 days or 15 days, how many ever days you are going to be there, it's not going to cost you more than 15,000 rupees. Most bottom line, how much you're going to spend. And if in case you skip the motorcycle altogether, in that case you are actually spending a lot more. So if in case you are under the impression that I will take a bus over there, that's going to cost you a lot more than the motorcycle altogether. So I have done all the math. And if you are actually driving over there, you are taking your car or your SUV or something like that, and you still want to save a lot of money, again, on the Excel sheet itself, I have actually given a column wherein you can actually check how much mileage is your car giving and how much are you spending on in terms of fuel, and how many people are actually joining you for that drive or a ride, or how many ever. So you can actually divide it over there. It's right there at the bottom. You can actually go ahead and divide it in the number of people joining you, so that will help you out later on in planning a proper budget, as how much you're going to spend, the minimum budget. And usually it's not going to cost you more than 35,000 rupees in total. That is the usual cost. However, the least budget is going to be 15,000 rupees. The normal budget is going to be approximately 35 to 40,000 rupees, or maybe even 45,000 rupees if in case you want to spend a little bit of money on yourself as well, in terms of luxury and comfort. And the top end will go up to approximately a lakh if in case you want to stay at a 5-star hotel or a very good resort and stuff like that. Then you're going to spend a lot of money in accommodation alone and food and stuff like that. So having said this, All of that information is right down below in the description. You can go ahead and check, and do check out the route plan that I have actually given it to you over here. You can just click on the icon over here, and that will give you an exact idea how do you reach Leh and how much of distance to be covered and stuff like that. The next video that I'm going to make is about what to carry, what not to carry, and what are the essential things that you need to have on a motorcycle when you're taking a bike all the way to Ladakh. What is required? So I'll go ahead and do that video as well, and I'm going to go ahead and post it most likely within a couple of days. So stay tuned and have fun. If in case you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, and do share this video with everyone, whoever is going to Leh, so that they can also save a little bit of money on their journey as well. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.